We are live. All right, let me move that camera down just a tad there. And a little more. A little more. There we go. Yeah. Tilt that just a bit. Cool. There we are. So we're going to work on this painting again. Trying to get it done. I might work on it off and on today because I really kind of need to get it done. Hello, Diane. Man, I slept in really late this morning for me. Got home between 11 and 11:30 last night and crawled into bed, and I slept until 10. I don't ever do that. I'm lucky if I get past 7 o'clock in the morning, even on a weekend. All right, let's get on this. Must have needed it. I always say, let the body speak sometimes. Must have needed it. So we're gonna work on this thing here. Oh, couldn't help myself. Got excited again. Do 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 do. Yeah. Da. Let's see. We got our vanishing point right there. Aim towards that. Blah! Couldn't help myself again. Got excited. There's our point. And, there we are. And it's bending just a little bit. They do like ours too. It's actually quite a remarkable machine. Boom. Yeah, I just never sleep in like that. Oh, I'm one of those guys. I'm lucky if I manage to get past 7 a.m. What really makes me mad, like on a weekend, is I'm up at 6. So, oh, come on, you could do better than this. Okay, so I've got that one here. We're gonna have another one here, a little further forward. Boom, ba-da-bum, ba-dum. A little further forward. Whoa! Oh God, I couldn't help myself again. Watch out, I'm in voice. Oh, Anthony. All right. Wow. Okay. Now, the darn lift car couldn't find me last night, so I ended up taking Max home. A little bit south, but that's all right. Managed to do it. I was okay. Gosh. I don't know why that particular couple blocks, they have a heck of a time finding people. I don't know what it is. GPS should be bringing you in right where I'm at, and it doesn't seem to want to do that. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Da-da-bum, ba-da-bum, da-dum. Here, we're going to have that building curved. There we go. Da-dum. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. There we are. Okay, doke. Let's just sketch that in and get it done. Hello, Larry. Whoa! Oh man, I'm in voice today. Watch out. I guess I'm rested. I was slept in really late this morning. I almost was worried. I have not done that. I just don't do that. This body, it's the time to get up, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning on a weekend. You know. No, no, no. Then if I lay there, I start thinking about everything, which is not good. So it's like you can really solve it in bed, you know. Okay. Add a little bit of blue here, a little bit of white. Let's get this in. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum. 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 We have streetcars and a light rail here in Portland. Streetcar is a bit slow. You can almost walk faster than it because it gets stopped up in the traffic right along with everybody else. But Max is pretty good. It rolls right along. Only it has to be in the streets. It's downtown. Then it zips along again. Goes along the freeway. It's kind of nice. Here we call them freeways. I know in other parts of the country they call them turnpikes and other things. Our streetcars here in Portland are brightly painted too. They're like a bright green or bright orange or to kind of makes them festive. And the Max just about always has some sort of advertisement on the side of it. They actually had a contest for artists to come up with a one on the side. I'll have to look at that. Everybody thinks you should do it, and then you're like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? You work, and just to be rejected. Usually, those type of contests I have found are popularity contests. Now, they already have somebody in mind. Usually, that's what I have found. That sounds a little jaded, but just from the experience. Okay, doke. I still can't get over I slept in that late. I just don't do that. This body, it just about always consistent. Wake up, Mike! Yep. Must have been comfortable and needed the sleep. That's all I could figure out. Yeah. But the light from the windows coming in there. Dee-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum. And I'm kind of imagining at this time, the train is not ran by somebody. It's actually just automated. Kind of guessing. It'll be automated, but there'll probably be officials on board just to make sure everything's okay. Yeah. Da-da-bum, ba-da-bum, boom. Okay, dog. Yeah. Okay, dog. Let's get this going here. We'll call it the RAT, the Rapid Area Transit. What do you think? I still think that one of the funniest ones is that they were putting in streetcars up there in the Lake Union area, there in Seattle, and they came up with the name South Lake Union Transit, and everyone said the Slut. That's great. That's a great name, the Slut. And then I think that somebody finally figured out I think they changed the name, but I just love that, the Slut. Oh my god. And I'll tell you what, that's where I kind of get mad. I said, you should have just owned the name to call it a slut. Ah. That was one of the funniest ones. And they hadn't had a clue. We're talking about high paid officials that didn't have a clue what they had just done. You know? Oh, the slut. Ugh. So we'll call this the Rapid Area Transit, the RAT. Guess they've made quite a bit of progress on their light rail. They fought that light rail tooth and nail. Some people up there in Seattle, I never understood that. I said, my God, I had just come back from living in Germany for 3 years, and their light rail, it was just magnificent. I could get on it in Frankfurt, and I'd be out to where I live in a matter of minutes. It was just awesome. It was amazing. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. The Slut. I just love that. It would have been famous. The Slut. And I think Paul Allen, if I remember right, was behind the big funding of that. That's such a pretty area, though, Lake Union. And it's amazing with Seattle. They have all these huge lakes. They have Lake Washington, which is a huge lake. And then you have Lake Union, which falls between Lake Washington and the Puget Sound. And then you have the Puget Sound. So uh, Seattle is just surrounded by water. Very, very spectacular. I haven't been to Seattle in a while since I moved here to Portland, but it is a very pretty city. Well, Portland's a pretty city too. It's all surrounded by rivers. Okay, doke. Got my Frank Frazetta shirt on. Whoa! A slut. That would have been just perfect. You're gonna have a bunch of strip joints along the route. The slut. The slut district in Seattle. Dum bum bum ba-dum. Dee 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Rapid area transit, the rat. Yeah. It's interesting though, they were showing with our MAX, which is our light rail here, Metro Area Express. That's what that stands for. And they use an X instead of an E. But that's what that stands for. And uh, they show how many people could fit on the Max versus how many cars, and they show how many cars that takes up and how many people. It's just amazing. I mean, they literally take multiple cars right off the roads just because I use it all the time. I really like it here. Oh, you get some weirdos every once in a while, but most of the time it's pretty tame. So I take it all the time. I actually got rid of my car. So what the heck? I'm walking distance to the Max station and right on. I'm downtown in a half hour. I mean, that is pretty good. And I'll tell you what, you drive with all the traffic and stuff like that. But you have to keep in mind, then you have to look for parking. And by the time you find parking, been in that traffic, you're stressed out, and you could have been downtown faster on the Max. Actually, it's really true. And I have about a 10 to 15 minute walk, and that's really good for me because I'm a fat butt. So it really helps. It wakes me up too. I was going to take a lift home last night, and they couldn't find me for some reason, and so I ended up, what the heck with it? I'll walk up to the Max, and that was great. Oh, did Merrick come on? I didn't see him come on. Yeah, very talented. Whoa! Yep, he is. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I can't see who's on. So I've had people come up to me and say, "I watch your show," and I said, "Wow, that's cool." I didn't know. There it is. Whoa! It's Merrick. All right. I was just telling them I slept until 10 o'clock this morning. That's unheard of for this body. My God. My goodness, I couldn't believe it. We have the RAT here, the Rapid Area Transit. Okay, coming in with a smaller brush. And I still haven't fixed the autofocus. I'll try to do that right after this show. I think I'm sticking around today. It's pouring rain out there. We're definitely in our perma wet times. So I was out and about last night with the Scandals managed to sell a couple more. Yay! I still have the wall of shame, but one finally sold out there. It was my science fiction lighthouse that sold. And then I have had 3 come off the wall, so which is fine. I mean, that means it went home with the buyer. And then so I gotta. That's one thing I need to keep going here. I might be painting on this one off and on today because the other bar I really need to switch out some of those paintings. So I'm going to be doing that too. I may be calling Lorenzo, Mark, here. Might be sometime this weekend, so we could maybe pop out there and bring him back. You know, do the switch out. I'll see. I'll check with Derek. He's the owner of the other bar. So yeah, but yeah, keep him busy. That's the big thing. Keep him busy. Check with Derek. Might be I have Monday off, so that might be a good day for that. Bum ba dee dum ba dum 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 dum. Okay. A little more here. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, I got home. Like I said, I got home about between 11 and 11:30 last night. That walk woke me up. That was kind of nice. At least it wasn't raining. It's pouring today. Wow. That too. We're getting what's happening here. We're getting, you know, everybody's been hearing about that. Was it atmospheric river that California's been getting? Well, we're getting parts of that, and so we have had considerable amount of rain. Well, but it was warm last night. It was actually quite comfortable. It's in the 50s. It was nice. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Dun-dun-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. The rat. I love it. That's what we're going to call this. I just don't ever sleep in like that. When I looked at the clock, that was a shocker this morning. I just don't. And reflections on the window here. You're probably hearing it going. Oh well, it kind of sounds high tech, you know. I'll get that fixed. I always forget to do it, and then it's too late. I don't want to be messing with it right before a show, so yeah, we'll get there. At least the quality of the picture is way better now. Well, that was a headache maker. Never understood that they would actually have a time limit. I did not know that. Of course, would have that. They needed to sell more of them. Remember the days that nothing it would never break. I think my dad still has his old 35 millimeter camera. Okay, stand back, stand back. The Max is what's really interesting about the Max, since it's electric, um, is really quiet when it's come to it. They warn everybody. And it was so sad is when they actually unfortunately hit somebody. Uh, they said it's like 100% is because they have their little ear pods in their ear and they're not paying attention. When you cross the track, you need to pay attention. I've been in it when they hit a car one time. The car lost big time. Car actually ran the light. It was not the driver. The poor driver was all upset, but it wasn't his fault at all. You know, he was just coming through, and I don't know how to this day nobody was killed in that one because that car went airborne, and it actually landed on a sidewalk next to a very popular restaurant. And it was amazing. Nobody was on the sidewalk, and the driver walked away. It was just absolutely amazing. I mean, that car would have hit anybody in that sidewalk, it would have been all over with. You know, it was amazing. I was like, I think everybody was like, nobody's hurt. It was just like, it was amazing. Guess it wasn't their time. Oh, that's going to be red because that's the back end. Oh, I couldn't help myself. Got excited again. So hold on. I really use this a lot. I really enjoy our light rail. I was so excited when moving to Portland that I was going to be able to use light rail, and it's just wonderful. I'm a big proponent of them. I know Merrick uses it all the time. I see him on there every once in a while. The spectacle that he is. Merrick lives in the general direction where I do. We're out here in Beaverville. Okay, you're probably tired of that song. Well, and it's a world of gray and black. Is you need to have some color every once in a while. That's what I always say. Makes life interesting. Okay, let's. Okay, in our rapid area transit system here, the rat. Rat. Bum bum ba-dum. Brup. Okay, okay. A little bit of red here. Feed 'em. I think I'm gonna have to order some more red. Holy crap. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get done with this one today. So I'm gonna probably I will stop at our normal hour, give a little bit of a break, and then just watch for me to come back on. All right. Yeah, because I kind of want to get this one finished. Definitely do. Because I'm kind of needing to replace some tunes. I'll check with Derek, see if he's open on Monday. A lot of times he's not, so might have to be Sunday or this upcoming weekend. I need to do some restocking, and I also at the other bar replace the ones that sold. I've sold quite a few, so it's been a very successful art show again. Thank you, Scandals. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, how are you doing? Greetings and all that stuff. Chrissy, how are you doing? Oh, good, 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 good. Better than being in the obituary section. All right. We might get some color to these guys. Not just going to be white. Let me get some green, soft green, soft green. And a little bit of yellow. Cadmium yellow, that is. Yep, science fiction. I have some loyal science fiction fans. So I always kind of put a science fiction. That's where I got my start. Is I did science fiction illustrations for a card game. Remember when the card games were really popular? They were the trading card, not trading cards, but they were role playing cards. I think I don't know what you call them, but yeah, that's how I got my start. Companion games. It was the Galactic Empire. Got picked up by them for a while, and it's so interesting how things have changed. At that time, I would literally have to put in a box and ship them to New York. They were out in New York, and they're Albany. They're actually out of Albany, New York, and I would ship those paintings. Today, of course, you just digitally send it to them, but that day and age, they didn't have that. So, yeah, they were really good people too. I'll tell you, it was so sad when they went, they ended up going under, but because what it was like a fad. It's just like anything. But they were really good people to me. To give you an idea how good they were, is that I got my paintings back. They shipped them back to me, and there was a check sitting in there waiting for me, and that was nice. That's usually what they do. And but then they had a little letter to say, make sure you cash the check quickly because we're going to be declaring bankruptcy here soon. And I thought, wow, I mean, they went out of their way to make sure the artists were all painted, all paid before the banks got everything. And I thought that was pretty cool. That's a genuinely good person. I mean, they're good people. I hope they've had a good rest of their after the company. I hope they've all done well because they were really good people, really easy to work with. Wonderful people. I was really sad when they had to declare that. And which was, that's unfortunately that type of industry. That's what happens. They were really good people. I remember I got contacted by a lawyer almost like 2 or 3 years later. And he says, "Do you have any grievances against companion games?" And I said, "Absolutely not. And don't ever call me again." I was a little hit. I said, "Nope. They were awesome people." And these trains of color here, this whole city is everything's about color and brightness, So it's a sin city for sure. And nobody wears dark clothes. They all wear bright clothes here. And it's that green, a little bit of Prussian blue. Prussian blue, because the Prussians are blue. All right. I don't know. What I like about our Max too is that they have places for you to hang your bicycles and everything. So, because this is a bicycling town. There we go. Okay, let's go with the other train. The other train's going to be red. Just switch out the brush. No! Oh my God, I got to invoice again. Watch out. Yeah, that'll work. Add a little Mars. Yellow. Okay. There it is. God, we should go buy a lotto ticket. Maybe I'll be the next billionaire with a lotto ticket here. All I can say, I keep saying it every time. If I ever won that big of a lotto, the Mega Millions, there'd be one rich paramedic because I'd be dead on the floor with a heart attack. He'll snag that thing right out of my hand. He says, "You don't need that." Bum, bum, ba-dee-dum, ba-dum. There we are. Oh, you're in the UK. Awesome. Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for joining us. I have a worldwide span. I've had Japanese people watching me. I've had Australian people. I am famous around the world. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for joining us. That's cool. That is really cool. Add a little more Van Dyke Brown, Van Dyke Brown, Van Dyke Brown. All right, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Okay, cool. That all in there. We'll call this the rapid area transit. Get the reflections off this so you could see that it's metal or smooth. I mean, I think our newest Maxes are not metal; they're actually fiberglass. Uh, each car weighs 55 tons, so that gives you an idea. Really smooth running too. I mean, it's kind of fun. I was just like last night. I was late and I mean we have every once in a while some characters. We've had our incidences, of course, but all in all, you feel pretty safe. I mean, yeah, I think the best one was the gal that kept staring at me, and she says, God's going to send you a message, and I said, okay, that's nice. And she says there's going to be a string hanging down from heaven, and you need to attach a can to it so he could speak to you. And I said, okay. Ooh. I tell you one thing, if there had been some rope or anything hanging down from someplace, I would have panicked. Yeah. I like the harmless loons. The ones that are angry are a little concerning sometimes. I did have one scream at me in Mandarin, and I was like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but obviously you're not happy with me. Oh, then she walked off. I was into that. All right. Bum biddy bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. See some people sitting in there too. That's what I like about science fiction. You can just keep going and add funness to it. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Just I'm gonna go with a darker blue. Prussian blue, that is. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Rapid area transit. Remember the old Greyhound buses that were almost like double decker? Yeah, they were kind of cool looking. Bim, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's just keep working on here. Oh. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, I gotta. Like I said, I'll take a break here at the end of the hour, and then I will be back on. I want to get this one done today, and so we're gonna get this done today. It's pouring rain outside. Why not? You know. Yeah. Some people play video games. Other people watch TV. I paint. Somebody sent me a picture of an older 70s car. They said, that's what you're painting right there. Yeah, the flying one, the red one there. And I forget what one that was. I think it was a Buick, you know, old Buick. Okay, let's get the smaller brush here. Oops, there's too much water in that one. Ah. I cover my little table with a cheap towel, and so I actually use it as a cloth. So I learned that one. And heck, I could get these things off of uh, really cheap. So it's like perfect, and I could throw them through the washer, and it's no problem. It just makes for a really handy little paint rag, little little thing I just found out doing. You know, I said, why not do that? Bum, bum, Autumn. Hey, Billy! Greetings and salutations and all that rot. uh, Today's going to be a marathon round on this. We're going to get this one done. Like I said, I'll take a few breaks here and there, and you have to listen to the camera go in and out. Sorry. Oh, one of these days I'll get that. We're going to keep going on this. Oh boy. Doesn't take much. So how are you doing, Billy? Any prison time coming up or anything like that? No. So that's our line here. So your old type windows, even though science fiction, but you still have some old sections of town, you know? I think Chrissy left us for a while there. Something about dinner. How dare she? You know. Yeah. She's on the other side of the ball, big ball. I used to love to listen to the BBC there in Germany. You know, Central European Time. This is the BBC and tonight's news. It was awesome. They were just a little better than us. The BBC. But they're flying. I don't know. I think, I don't know, American cars kind of lost it here in the last, one time we had some of the greatest looking cars. I mean, you take a look at like the late 50s, all the way through the 60s into the early 70s, and we had some really cool looking cars. Some of those muscle cars, holy craminy. Like the what type of brushes? I'm going to be honest with you, Billy. Whatever's cheap. I actually order mine online, and it really is. I kind of go by the rating that I get it, and that's what I do. I do not have expense brushes. When I go to an art store, the thing I do is I always heck, let me just show you. Just a second here. What I will do, like this one here. Let's do that. And if I'm at a store, I will. Okay, that's firm. And then I check this, make sure that's not going to be rattling and fall off. But that's literally it. I am really tough on brushes. My way of painting, I am tough on those things. And so just get yourself. You don't want to go with a super cheap brush, but you don't need to go with those really expensive brushes. unless that works for you. And I always say, if that works for you, then good. Okay, but for not for me. Yep, somebody's drilling out there. Oh yeah, there is. There is some. Actually, to be honest with you, there's a couple of Lexuses that I really like. I love the look of them, but uh, I never got that expensive habit of really liking cars. I mean, I've seen a couple of Duesenbergs. Holy crap! I always remember that one. Um, oh, it was a car auction that they had, and they had a Duesenberg come up on, and it was so funny because the auctioneer says, now for the main event. And that Duesenberg, bright red, comes up onto that stage. And I think it had been Clark Gable's Duesenberg. And it started at 4 million. You were just like, eh, 4 million for that thing. It was a beautiful car. Now for the main event. I will always remember that. This is what you have all been waiting for. Holy crap. That's not me having gas. That's somebody drilling outside. I think they're working on a fence. We've had a lot of fences get blown down, including part of mine. I have a person coming out. He's probably been busy as heck. It's an awesome person, but probably oh god, another fence. I say, yep, we had some very severe winds here. Yep, that sounds like a fence going back up. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Oh, I don't know. I just remember that's what it started at was 4 million, and I don't remember what it actually ended up being, but it was incredible, beautiful car though. If I had just gobs and gobs and gobs amount of money, where they actually had to do some clear cutting to store my cash, I might have been in there. And I'm not a huge car person, but it's just like that one was beautiful. Oh, that was a beautiful car. I've seen some Bugattis, the original Bugattis, or the Pink Panther based a lot of their cars in their cartoon. the, like my dad said, it's not a Bugatti, it's a Bugatti. I went there. It was in Reno, where Hera had the largest auto collection in the world at that time. It was the Bugatti. Not a Bugatti, Bugatti. Yeah, that's somebody's fences going back up. We had a really bad storm. uh, didn't quite escape it, unfortunately. All right, let's keep going here. Bugatti. Bugatti. You probably could hear that in the background. Yes, I think a neighbor's fence went down. Well, this is where if you're a handyman, you make a lot of money. Yeah, I can't. It was several years ago when that thing went up for auction. I don't know where even to find it anymore. But I always remember that I just happened to turn on and said, "Oh, wow, look at that car!" It's like, whoa, Bugatti. No, that was actually that was a Duesenberg, and that's where you get the term. It's a doozy. Dum, 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 bum, ba-dum. We're gonna have people, everything, getting off these trains too here. Bum bum ba-dum, bum bum bum. Yeah, that noise is going to be around my house here pretty soon. I have, and literally, a section of my fence looked like a missile went right through it. It literally blew the boards down the yard. It's just like, wow. I think the most expensive car I ever sold was something like 80 million. I think that was a Mercedes, if I remember right. Could be wrong. It's rare that I'm ever wrong, but that might be a time that I'm wrong. These big windows here. Bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum. Wow, we're up to that hour. We're gonna go a little longer here. I'm kind of on a roll here, so we'll go a little longer. I'll take a break and then I'll come back. Okay, but right now we're gonna go a little longer. Stay if you can. It's up, all totally up to you. So I don't have some magical device that forces you to stay. But I'm kind of on a roll here. I kind of wouldn't mind. Boom, 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 boom. I'll shut up and actually paint here. Well, at least one thing when I take a picture of this, uh, he did something. Yeah, just walking home last night, you can see how many trees were down. They're still cleaning up. And unfortunately, it looks like we're getting another one. We're getting all of California stuff. We're on the northern part of it. So, well, if we had a water shortage, it's not there anymore. Man, all the streams, everything. I went across the Willamette River, which goes right through downtown, and it is really high. It's one of the highest I've seen it, and not in a good way. I'm talking about water level. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-bum, bum, ba-dum. Okay, we're gonna continue on with this. Got more windows to put in. Yeah, we're just bear with me. Like I said, in and out. I'm gonna be on for a while. Oh, hey, Captain Jack, how are you doing? Greetings. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. I think John Williams has got to be one of the greatest composers of all time. I think his greatest one was of the Jaws, because three notes you immediately think shark. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, coming back in here with a smaller brush here. We're going to add some details to these windows now. Like I said, we're going to go a little, yeah. So what? We go over a little bit. I don't have Mark Zuckerberg breathing down my neck like I did in the past, so we'll just keep going. And there's our vanishing point, is right there. All right. Remember, George Jetson was supposed to be born last year. Meet George Jetson. There's our point, and so I'm just aiming for it. Meet George Jetson. All right. No, I'm not dying. That was just a cough. Yeah, unfortunately, I'll have a repair person out here Monday or Tuesday. He's very reliable, which I'm. You have to meet you need to know a handyman when you have a house. Ugh, yeah, that was not a fun storm. It literally did. It looked like a missile went right through my fence. Go in here. Here's my point. And this is what I do. Sometimes you'll see me take the tape where it really needs a bit, but for something like this, you kind of just aim for it and just remember that it's below and above the horizon. I always say, above the horizon and then below the horizon. Happy faces below, frowny faces above. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, dum. Yeah, I've always been acrylic person. I've done oils. I like oils. I have nothing against oils. I have nothing against watercolors. Acrylic has been my thing, and I think that was goes back to when I went to art classes in high school. I never went through art classes anything else, but yeah. Mr. Nas, as my friend Nita could attest to, taught us how to do oil, and I appreciate that. But I really liked, for some reason, I just really fell in love with the acrylics. They're easy, and what's nice about them is that they don't smell and they're vibrant in color. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with acrylic. So I've been a champion of acrylic. I couldn't believe that. One time I had a person watching me and he asked me what medium I was using. I said acrylic. Is, oh, that's sad. I said, well, screw you. Goodbye. I don't know. I get amused by people. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get done with this one today. You just bear with me. I'm going to be on. I might take a break here every once in a while, but we're going to get this one done. That's the job today. Here's my point. I don't know if there's a Anthony. Do you know if there's a time limit on YouTube? How long you can be on? Oh. Oh, okay, cool. So we just might be on for a little while today, people. I might have to take a break to get a bite to eat or something, but we'll just keep going here. It's pouring. It's literally just pouring outside. So I don't need to be going outside. Not like I'm gonna be able to work in the yard. I'm sorry. I'm a wimp. I planted some bulbs the other day. I was proud of myself, but can only do so much. Been a very strange weather pattern this year, all the way through summer. Everything. Point. Let's get this one done. I used to do airbrush a lot, Billy. That was when I was illustrating, and I should have been wearing a mask because I would actually blow blue out of my nose. I probably probably why I'm so strange today. Point here. Bum, bum, ba-dum, boom. Okay. Aim in here. Oh, it is pouring out there. You can probably hear the rain in the background. Just pouring. Well, it's like I always tell Anthony, perma-wet. We're in the perma-wet season. Boy, and this one, it's not perma-wet, it's permit sog this year. There. I just put my finger on it because it helps me focus in. That's why I do that. If it doesn't, if you don't have to do that, it just it helps me. I used this one. It was an Aztec airbrush. It was wonderful because you could switch out the cups real fast. The only thing I hate about airbrush is you have to have a I had a full-time compressor, and it's like, man, that's a lot of work. But I had no choice in the matter when I was doing all these illustrations because I needed to whip up. They called me one time and they said we need 27 paintings from you in a week and a half, and they asked me can I do it, and I said, um, I guess I'm going to have to. I always remember that one. 27 and a half paintings. I was like, oh, my, 27 paintings and a week and a half. And I actually whipped them out. I got them out because if I didn't have an airbrush, I would have never been able to do that. Of course, today it's so much more different because you have like airbrush is like the original digital, you know. So I did it. I did it. I had this big box. I went to the UPS store and said, "This is a very important box to me. I hope you guys can deliver it." Went off to Albany, New York. All right. So we've got a reflection in the window here. The winder, as my grandmother would say. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum. We're just gonna keep going here. Keep my finger on that. Window here. Okay. I still can't believe how late I slept in this morning. I was like, I must have needed that sleep. Yeah. I slept for almost 11 hours. That's just unheard of for me. I must have needed that sleep. I woke up and I said, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Must have needed it. Okay, let's keep going here. Here's my point. It's funny, these old cars too. It's like I'm one of the few people I know that knows how to drive a stick shift, and I learned how to drive a stick shift on a 1965 Scout International. Oh, 3 speed. My God, that was a tough. That was an unforgiving. Oh my God, you had to know how to double clutch, and you slam the damn thing into gear. That was all. Yeah, Scout was an interesting vehicle. I'll tell you that one. Cool vehicle though. I loved that darn thing. When it was one of those sad days when my dad finally uh, sold it. But wow, that thing was. Oh, that was a tough little vehicle. It's like a little tank on 4 wheels. I learned a lot on that Scout. I did. Dad decided to get rid of it when you could actually see the road underneath the passenger's side because it rusted through. God, that thing was a tough vehicle. I have my earliest memories. I was 2.5, and I was in the back end. Yeah, uh, that's my earliest memories. I was 2.5, and my mom was being taught how to put it into low gear in a gravel pit, and I was a little kid in the backyard. Today, my mom would have been arrested because there was no baby seats or anything. That just didn't happen at that day and age. And I would remember I was just giggling as I get actually tossed around in the back of the truck. Metal benches. There was no padding. What was that? Oh gosh. Yeah, today my mom would be arrested. Oh my goodness. Bum buddy, bum ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh yeah. Oh, things have changed so much. Yeah, the smoking section of the plane, you didn't. Just things have changed. I think for the better, all in all. To be honest. Mm, bum bum ba-dum, bum. All right, keep going. Yeah, we're just gonna do a marathon run. I might have to take a break, but we're just gonna keep going and get this painting done. If I pass out, well, sorry. Okay, keep going here. Get down. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. All right, just keep going here. No, you're probably like, going, thank God, when you say marathon run, you meant it. No, I want to get this done today. All right, I think I'm going to take a break here, myself some lunch, and I plan to be back on here soon. So I'm going to. All right, so back here. Let's go ahead and just get this done here. Ugh. Trying to make those old man sounds. All right, I'm going to take a break. I should be back on probably about a half hour from now. Let me eat something and recharge the batteries, and we are going to get done with this one. That's that. I want to get it done. So take care. Like I said, I'll be back on here in a half hour, and we're going to get this thing finished. All right. Whoa.